everybody! Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, welcome! It's so nice to meet you. Today's video is going to be all about the Romand Glasting Melting Balms. I have 5 shades for now. I'm going to give a little rundown of the formula first, and then we will go into the swatches, which is probably what you guys are the most interested in. When I'm looking for videos like this, I really enjoy the swatches part, like to see the product on the lips or swatch on the arm, which is what I'm also going to be doing for you. I'll be swatching it on my lips and on my arm so you can get a better idea of what these colors look like. So without further ado, let's jump into this. These aren't new to Romand, but they have been expanding their shade range ever since they came out with their first initial 7 colors. They came out with 2 more like spring shades, and then they released another, I think 5 new kind of nudish inspired shades. But let's first talk about the formula, like what to expect with this lip balm if you have not heard anything of it, or you just want to know what I would describe it to be like. Imagine this for me right now. Just bear with me with this explanation, but it'll make sense once you actually use them on your lips. Imagine you taking a little bit of butter and you start to put it on your lips. That feeling of melting and dewiness, kind of like that texture. It's just the best way for me to explain what these feel like. A butter mixture maybe with honey. It's like a thick, very juicy, very melty formula. And the best thing about these is that you don't have to decide if you either want a very comfortable wear or a glossy finish, because you get both. These have a very nice glossy finish. They are super melty and they just glide on the lips, but they don't feel sticky at all. The glossier and thicker you want a product to be, you probably have to be okay with it being stringy or a little bit sticky. With these ones from Romand though, it's different. These are going to look very, very glossy. They're moisturizing, hydrating, and they still won't feel like a lot on the lips, which I think is just the best thing. Like, it's best of both worlds. You have amazing shine, but you don't have to, you know, settle for a sticky feeling. Obviously, like with anything that is glossy, you will obviously probably feel it a bit more than like a fixing matte lip product that feels very lightweight. These obviously are going to feel like something on lips because you have something on your lips. Very buttery, but not uncomfortable. It's actually such a pleasure to apply these because they just glide on. I love to apply these. I get way too excited about this. Should probably tone down a bit. What I really enjoy about these as well is the fact that they are more on the sheer side. 3 of these colors you will see are pretty, I would say, out there, but the nice thing about this product is that you can apply 1 layer and it is just very subtle and natural, and you can definitely build these up. Enjoy that these don't have like a white base to them, so they always look kind of transparent, translucent, if that makes sense. So they're very versatile. Love the fact that you can go in initially and not be punched in the face with pigment, and then you can decide how pigmented you want these to look. I love sheer glossy lip products. They're just the best. They're the best. Now finally for the swatches, I'll be starting with the lightest, more nude shade and work my way up to the darkest, what I would explain to be the darkest. This is the shade 10 Nu Beige, a nude shade that has a lot of yellow in it. I was afraid that it would not suit my summer cool toned skin. I was pleasantly surprised when this actually didn't look bad, and I feel like one of the reasons why it looks so good is because of the sheer formula. Because if this color was opaque, I don't think it would suit me, but because it is sheer and very forgiving, I actually really like it on my cool tone skin as well. As you can see, it has such a nice wet kind of glow to it. So plush feeling, and I feel like this color is perfect for an everyday when you want a very, very neutral, toned down muted shade, but also for, I would say, a smoky eye when you don't want to go overboard with your lips and keep it in the nude family. I feel like Nu Beige is such an amazing color. I feel like this is not too much of an intense cool tone mauve. Such an amazing option. It's right up my alley. It reminds me of all the cool tone lip tints I have that I like to top off with a gloss, and this is kind of that, but in just one application. It's so much easier and it looks fantastic. This is how I would wear it. A very light layer just creates a little bit of a pink glow, and I feel like it is super healthy looking. So this is how I usually apply this rather strong thing, but I'll build it up so you can see how intense this can actually get. It's intense, I know. Like, if you are not into cool tone pinks, you will probably run as far away from this as you can. This is not how I usually use it because it is quite strong of a pink, but I love to dab it on just very lightly. I also think it's going to look very beautiful with like Nu Beige mixed together. This as a base, this just a little bit on top to create a little bit more of a pink. This is such a fun, bright red. Oh my god. I kind of feel like Snow White right now because I am so fair, and now with the red lips, the dark hair. I'm also very impressed by the fact that this is such a bright color, but there is no patchiness. Like, it is even all throughout my lip. It is deep, but I don't think it's too deep. Still natural because it has that transparent kind of sheer factor to it. Also gives me like black honey vibes, but in the more cool toned kind of route. I applied Nu Beige again for the outro. I think it's my favorite because I love that it's so natural. It will flatter every look that you do, even though it is a little bit more yellow based, but it's not too much, as you can tell. With that being said, this concludes today's video. I hope that my review and my swatches were helpful for you to decide if one of these 5 colors is something that you need in your collection. If it was helpful to you and you enjoyed this, make sure to give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. And I really hope to see you in my next video. And until then, please take care.